Hello and welcome everyone back to week 5 of the RPDL. We are currently 4-0 and are pretty much locked for playoffs, but I still don't want to let up my guard because good differential will depend on if I am high-seeded or not. This week we take on ThunderUnderline, coach of the Opelucid Oshawotts, with a snow team. With Dragapult, Alolan Sandslash, Baxcalibur, Volcarona, Glamora, Hawlucha, Bisharp, Espeon, and Grafaiai. I say it's a snow team, but it's just Alolan Sandslash and Baxcalibur, which is pretty much all you need for a snow team in Gen 9. But you do have some interesting threats here. Dragapult is considered one of the kings of draft. It can run whatever it wants, and you're not really outspeeding it with anything unless you draft Hitsune Electrode, which, I mean, you could do that, but without Terra, why would you? Just to beat Dragapult. Alolan Sandslash is an issue, setting up screens for my opponent, making it hard for me to be able to effectively kill whatever he brings out. Then you also have stuff like Baxcalibur, which is really scary behind screens, able to comfortably set up a Dragon Dance and potentially sweep. Volcarona, same thing, set up behind screens and sweep. Glamora is a great lead Pokemon for my opponent, being able to start off the battle, maybe set up some rocks, and then maybe a cheeky Toxic Spikes if it gets hit by a physical attack. Hawlucha can break through my team decently well, except for Zapdos and Tauros, but we'll get to that. Bisharp is just a good steel type, but I don't really see it coming to this matchup, given I have quite a few different fighting types, and Ogerpon. Espeon could do Calm Mind shenanigans, which we did see Thunder try to use in his last week match, but unfortunately he got Fickle Beamed. And lastly, Grafaiai with Prankster is really able to do what it wants. More of a support Pokemon. I've not seen Thunder use it yet, but he could bring it. Looking on the matchup, there is quite a few common weaknesses. Big weakness to Rock, specifically. But, Alolan Ninetales, Baxcalibur, and Volcarona are all weak to Rock, and there are some of his heavy hitters for the team. Decent Psychic weakness, but not something that we can really take too much advantage of. Other than that, we need to think about how we break through this team, because although I'm confident in my matchup, it's not something that I can easily dismiss, because if I let something like Volcarona, Baxcalibur, or even Espeon start setting up, I might be in trouble. Which is why we're starting off with Slowking, with Sludge Bomb, Future Sight, Chilly Reception, and Thunder Wave, with max HP, max Speed F. We are going to be leading Slowking, which might seem odd. Why would I lead Slowking? Well, it's because of our next Pokemon in Alolan Sandslash, which we are taking off the bench for the first time, with Ice Spinner, Ice Shard, Knockoff, Iron Head. I'm using Ice Spinner instead of Icicle Crash, because Icicle Crash has 90% accuracy. And for a frail attacker such as Alolan Sandslash, I don't think it could be affording letting one of my main stab options be that inaccurate. If it was 95% accurate, maybe I would have used it, but I am not relying on 90% accurate moves when Sandslash is as frail as it is because of its poor typing. But then we also have Ice Shard for priority, Knockoff for item removal, and for dealing with Dragapult. This actually does decent damage into Dragapult. Which, granted, Ice Spinner also does a lot of damage into Dragapult. But like a knockoff into an Ice Shard should kill most Dragapult sets. And then Iron Head, of course, for the Alolan Sandslash. Not the Alolan Sandslash, the Alolan Ninetales. Next up we have Tauros, which is once again a Choice Band set. With Intimidate, Close Combat, Raging Bull, Iron Head, and Wave Crash. No Wave Crash. I think I said Wave Crash. I meant to say Wild Charge. No Wave Crash on Tauros this week. I couldn't really fit it. Wild Charge will allow us to deal with Hawlucha if it comes up. Which, granted, I think Wave Crash also does a decent amount of damage into the Hawlucha, but I didn't want to bring both. Because I need Raging Bull to break screens, because Thunder really likes his screens, whether it be through Glamora, or he hasn't brought Alolan I keep saying Sandslash, Alolan Ninetales to a game yet, but Aurora Veil from Ninetales is very scary, so I don't want to let him have those screens up for free. With Choice Band to do decent damage with it. Still need to give you a name. Oh well. Next up we have Zapdos with Heavy Duty Boots, Volt Switch, Thunder Wave, Weather Ball, and Tailwind with max HP, max defense. I could run Thunderbolt on Zapdos this week, but it's not really needed. And I thought maybe if I run Tailwind, I'd be able to outspeed some Pokemon that I normally wouldn't be able to. Like, Dragapult is an issue. Volcarona, after starting to set up its Quiver Dances, could be an issue. So having Tailwind as an option to regain speed control against his setups is, I'd say, decently valuable. Next up, we are bringing Kyurem with not a Scarf set. It's been 3 weeks in a row of bringing Scarf set, but this time we are not bringing Scarf Kyurem. We are bringing the setup Kyurem with Loaded Dice, Icicle Spear, Dragon Dance, Scale Shot. And normally, Dragon Dance, Kyurem will bring Terra Blast as its last move, but since Kyurem can't Terra, we are bringing Rock Slide for Volcarona. Of course, we are dealing with Rock Slide's inaccuracy, but it's our best bet to hit the Volcarona. And then lastly, we have Ogerpon with Ivy Cudgel, Knockoff, Swords Dance, Low Kick. No Trailblaze on Ogerpon this week because I'm hoping that if I need speed control, it's through Zapdos, and maybe I switch into Ogerpon afterwards. Ogerpon's also just 110 speed, which outspeeds most of Thunder's team. He only has, I think, 3 Pokemon that are faster than it, and one of those are as a speed tie between Ogerpon and Espeon. And I don't know if Thunder will bring max speed Espeon, because if he brings Espeon, it'll be setup Espeon. If it's setup Espeon, it is most likely defensive EV'd, so Ogerpon is going to outspeed it anyway. Anyways, that is the team, and I will see you when we get into the match. Peace. Alright, here we are for the match. He doesn't bring Dragapult, and he doesn't bring Ninetales. I think we just lead off with Slowking, though. He does bring Grafaiai, so this is the first time he brings Grafaiai. Okay. A little tired, but we should be fine. Ooh, okay. Parting shot into whom? Glamora. Should be fine to Chilly Reception. We should always live an Earth Power. Let's go into the Sand Slash. That does nothing. Oh, it's Corrosion. Okay, fair enough. Oh my god, okay. Knockoff should kill at this range. And maybe it knocks off whatever's coming in. WD Boots. Palucha comes in. We should be faster than it. Unless it's Scarf. No, it's not Scarf. Okay, well, we managed to get the, Alolan Sand Slash to get 2 kills. It takes 31% from the next. Takes 31% from the next Toxic, but I think we are actually going to be able to, like, save this, I think. Grafaiai comes back in. Hmm. Excalibur switches in. I think I want to Thunder Wave this. Oh wow, that just straight up kills. Okay. Hmm. Do I want to risk Tauros getting poisoned? Switcheroo. Ooh. I should have. Hmm. You're risking the speed tie here. You either go for the kill, or you risk the speed tie. Ooh, the Flame Body's actually a little annoying. Um... Gonna just switch into Ogerpon. Okay. Do 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 do. Do I Swords Dance first? Nah, because I'm risking Speed Tie. Okay. Where does he go for? Does he have Protect on this? Okay, he switches into Excalibur. Pick. And GG. Okay, not exactly the cleanest win I was hoping for. I kind of did just let Glowking go down for no reason. But we do pull through. Sandslash did exactly what I needed it to do. It did get rid of the Hawlucha, which is big for Kyurem, although we didn't end up needing to use Kyurem or Zapdos. I thank y'all for watching, and I will see you next week. Peace.